All nations on earth will be blessed through him. That was God's promise in chapter 12. I've chosen him so that he'll direct his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just, so that the Lord will bring about for Abraham what he has promised. Now let's pause for a moment here. This is strange in so many ways. First of all, if you're ever in someone's presence and they start talking about you in the third person instead of talking to you, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? If I was sitting here, if you and I were having out to coffee and I talked about you as if I wasn't talking to you, but about you to somebody else, you know what I mean? That's weird. You would think I was strange. And so like, what on earth is happening here? Abram is seeing the guests out, and they come. Abraham's living up in the hill country, and they can look down the steep hills to the Dead Sea, and they see the city of Sodom sitting down there. And as they're looking and considering Sodom, God says, out loud apparently, should I tell Abraham what I'm about to do? Like, so weird. You know what I'm saying? Why? What is happening right here? But this actually isn't very weird. We do this all the time in English too. So if I say to you, hey, you know what we're going to do today? What's your response? What? Yeah, exactly. Now, your response wouldn't be, no, of course I don't know. How rude that you would assume that I know and you're not going to tell me. You know what I mean? That's of course. No. If I say, hey, do you know what we're going to do today? That's rhetorically a way of inviting you to say, yeah, what? It's because I've already decided I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. That's the only reason I say it in the first place. Do you see this right here? God is inviting Abraham into a dialogue. That's what's happening right here. Should I tell Abraham what I'm going to do? As Abraham's standing right there and as they're looking at this, you know, it's obvious. And so this is the first little insight that this chapter gives us about the meaning of biblical prayer, of Christian prayer.